Hello, I'm Ocelot, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to breed your Pokemon in 10 easy-to-learn steps. Some of you more veteran Pokemon breeders might even learn a thing or two. A lot of people find Pokemon breeding too difficult to learn or think it's a waste of time, so they resort to other ways in order to achieve their competitive Pokemon. Some trainers use hyper training and mints to get their perfect Pokemon, while others decide to cut corners and cheat, hacking in Pokemon to get an unfair advantage on other players. I hope this video will persuade you into Pokemon breeding and discourage you from hacking. I've made a list of 10 easy to learn breeding tips in order to help you understand how to breed Pokemon. Feel free to jump ahead to any of these times displayed on the screen if you already know some of these tips. I'll be teaching you about the following tips here. Egg groups, how to get an egg, how to make eggs hatch faster, how to breed natures, how to breed hidden abilities, how to breed regional variants of Pokemon from other regions, and how to breed Poké Balls. Yes, it sounds kind of weird, but you can breed Poké Balls. How to get egg moves, the one that people want to do the most, how to breed shiny Pokemon, and the one people struggle with the most, how to breed IVs. Like I said before, feel free to jump ahead to any of these steps in the video if you want to learn that specific step. Number 1. Egg groups. So, what are egg groups? Well, egg groups are sort of a hidden third typing on all Pokemon except a certain few, like Rhydon. Since he's a legendary, he doesn't have any egg groups. So what's an example of an egg group? Well, an example of an egg group is Cerulege here. Cerulege is only part of the human-like egg group. That's the only egg group he has, which means he can only breed with Pokemon part of its same egg group. So, the Scarlet, for instance, is also part of the same egg group. Since these two are both part of the human-like egg group, this Cerulege would be able to breed with this Gardevoir, making Ralts eggs, since this Gardevoir is a female, but I won't get into that. That's for step 2. You might think that Meowscarada is part of the human-like egg group. It is not. I'm sorry. This Meowscarada is part of the field and grass egg group. It might look humanoid, but it is not part of the human-like egg group. I'd recommend looking up all of the Pokemon's egg groups on your various Pokemon things, like Cerebi or Bulbapedia or whatever you look at, because there's literally going to be no way for you to know what their egg groups are, other than random chance. But in this game, it doesn't tell you if they're compatible or not, unlike past games. But what can Meowscarada breed with? Well, for some reason, Skeledirge is part of the field group. That's the only field group he has with his egg group. He's not part of the monster egg group, not part of the dragon egg group, just field, which is really weird. Usually field egg groups are like cats, dogs, monkeys maybe, I don't know, rabbits, rodents in general. He's not a rodent or a rat or even a mammal. So these two can make eggs with each other. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about egg groups. They're not very complicated to understand. You just gotta know which Pokemon can have which egg group. There are certain Pokemon that can breed that do not, maybe I'll leave that for step 2. Never mind. But yeah, just remember, Cerulege, human-like egg group. Gardevoir, human-like. Only Pokemon with the same egg group can breed with each other. So, yeah. That's all for step 1. Number 2. How to get eggs. So, how do you get eggs? Well, I previously explained that only Pokemon of the same egg group can breed with each other. So, also, only male and female Pokemon can breed with each other outside of another Pokemon. I won't talk about him right now. So, because this Meowscarada is female and part of the field egg group, and this Skeledirge is male and also part of the field group, these two Pokemon will be able to produce eggs. However, only the female can only produce eggs. So I'm going to show you this right now. Alright, the place you want to throw all your Pokemon to get eggs is in the picnic. Let's tuck him away. Now, all you want to really do is just kind of stand here. That's kind of how all you got to do is get eggs. You take a little nap, you can give them a little ball to play with. After a certain amount of time, you will be getting eggs. It may take a while without any buffs. I'll talk about that in step 3. Yeah, there's no eggs in here. You go to this basket here. And this is where all of your eggs will be, once they, you know, have eggs. Oh, hi, Meowscarlet. What are you doing? Okay. So, I'll be back once these two individuals have made some eggs. As they play with each other. Alright. Peek inside. Yeah, okay, here's some Pokemon eggs. So, you can get Pokemon eggs here, like I mentioned before. It'll accumulate over time, and you can get up to 10 eggs in this basket. From time to time, you will be able to find berries and stuff, which is really annoying. I don't know if that takes up a slot for the egg or not. It's really annoying when you get it, but I think some of them are stat-lowering ones, so you can reduce your Pokemon's EVs. Alright, and I ran out of eggs, so we're just gonna go to a Pokemon town or wherever. Doesn't really matter where you go. Hey Tauros, any of you shiny? No, none of you are shiny. So yeah, my favorite place to go to hatch my Pokemon is Mesagosa. I'm just gonna fly over there. Alright, now that we're in Mesagosa, we're gonna hatch our eggs. Well, hold on, we have to get the eggs in our inventory. Okay, so you see how here we have all of our eggs here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 eggs. It's not bad. So, yeah. Let us put Skeledirge in our inventory. And put all these eggs in our thing here. I'll be back once I have them all here. Alrighty, I got all the eggs in my inventory. So now, all we have to do is just kind of run around or drive on your Miraidon or run around on your Koraidon. So yeah, you just gotta do this until your eggs hatch. Certain eggs have certain egg steps. For instance, I believe the starters have around 5,000 steps in order to hatch an egg. Whereas other more powerful Pokemon have about 10,000 steps, like pseudo-legendaries. Those have like a lot of steps you gotta do. So it depends on which Pokemon you have. Oh, here we go. An egg is hatching. Oh, an egg is hatching. See, yep, this is how you hatch your eggs and get eggs. Pretty easy. I don't think I'm gonna get a shiny. I'll reserve that for step 9. No shiny. But yeah, that's how you hatch your eggs. Or get eggs, rather. Pretty simple, you know, to have a male and a female in the picnic, and they'll just produce eggs. And yeah, I'm gonna hatch the rest of these, see if I get anything fun. Alrighty, I've hatched all these Sprigatitas. Nothing interesting happened, which is fine. But this is just a demonstration of how to get eggs. Pro tip, if you get any Pokemon you don't want, you can just go ahead and release them right away. Like, it might seem painful to do it at first, like, no, releasing my Pokemon! But after a while, you just kind of don't really care, and they take up space. So I just recommend just erasing them as you go along. So you don't accumulate like 4 boxes of Pokemon you don't need, so it just seems like a trudge in order to release them all. So I just kind of release them as I go along. So yeah. And they're all done. Okay, but you might think that's done and done. How do you breed Pokemon that don't have a gender? Well, I'm going to show you right now. So, you've probably been wondering, huh, my Maushold doesn't have a gender. That's kind of weird. How do I breed this Pokemon? Well, all Pokemon that can breed, it's like Magnemite, Maushold, I don't think there's any other gender neutral Pokemon in this game other than Magnemite and its evolutions and Maushold and Tandemaus. All of these Pokemon do not have a gender, so the only way to breed them is using a Ditto. Now, getting a Ditto can be pretty easy. I will show you right now in a second, but yeah, they kind of roam around disguised as various Pokemon. So let's go find one. Alrighty, this is my favorite spot to find Dittos. Now, as you can see, there's no Dittos that I can see. Like I said before, they like to be disguised as other Pokemon. The easiest way to find out, there are two ways, is to look at them. This is the simplest way. It's a Rotom, it's a Curlia. Its name will be Ditto. But you can also, if it's acting very strangely, you can actually like figure out if that's also the Pokemon. If they're walking in like a zigzag very slowly, like none of these are gonna be Ditto. You're not a Ditto, you're not a Ditto, you're not a Ditto, and you're not a Ditto. So they can be pretty. Oh, a Tandemaus. That's cool. Oh, that's our Ditto. I'm gonna save. So you see how it's walking zigzag, kind of like whoa, whoa. That means it's a Ditto, and also you can also see its name, a Ditto. Like do a back shot. Now it should transform in a second. Yep, there it goes. Now Ditto can be shiny, and I'm pretty sure you can only see if it's shiny once it transforms, so that can be a pain in the butt. So let's go ahead and capture this little Ditto in a second. I'll be back, and be wary. Oh, alright, I caught it off guard. Let's just huck a Premier Ball at it. Let's see what happens. Critical capture? Hey, first try! Alright, we caught ourselves a Ditto. That was pretty easy. They do have a pretty low catch rate, so you won't get as lucky as me all the time. But yeah, this is where I like to capture all my Ditto. Let's see its stats. It probably won't be good. It's pretty bad, but oh well. So yeah, let's go fly back to my favorite spot where I like to breed all my Pokemon. Alrighty, now we are at the picnic with our Ditto and Tandemaus. Or, sorry, mine is a Mousehold. I love Mousehold, it's so cute. It hops around. This is a really unique Pokemon. So cute. Oh yeah, it's grabbing their tails. Ah. Anyway, yeah, after a certain point of time, they will produce an egg. Oh, look at them snoozing a little bit. You're so cute. But yeah, only Pokemon that have no gender can only breed with Ditto, which can be frustrating. I know, but they have implemented systems on where you don't have to breed. This video is just here to show you how to get them. I'll be going over how to do more nitty-gritty stuff in the next steps. So yeah, they're just gonna be doing their thing, just like the Pokemon with male and female. You just wait until they get an egg. You might have already have an egg already. Nope, nope, no egg. Oh, there is an egg. I completely. Oh, there's a few eggs. Yeah. All right. It won't always take this long or this short of a time, but yeah, you see how they got eggs. Now, if you have a Ditto and a Ditto, unfortunately, Ditto cannot make Ditto eggs. If you catch a Ditto egg that you got for another player, that is a hacked Ditto. You cannot get Ditto in an egg. Oh, look at them sleeping. Ah, they're guarding the little one. He's so cute. Ah, they're so tiny. Can I get a... Oh, they're so tiny. Are they? Oh, I'm too close. Oh no, I'm too close. They're so tiny and cute. Look at them. Ah, they're sleeping as a little family. They're so cute. The big ones are guarding the little one. Sorry, they're so cute. Wait, let's see if we got any more eggs. Nope, no more eggs, so I'm gonna go hatch these. I'll go back to Mesagosa, my favorite spot to go breed Pokemon. Alright, I got my eggs. Let's go ahead and hatch these two. Alright, egg number 1. And egg number 2. Alright. And, yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know how to get Pokemon eggs. It's pretty simple, male and female with egg. or ditto with any Pokemon. It doesn't have to be a male or female. If you have a male Pokemon, like, let's get the Scarlet for instance. This male Pokemon can only breed with either... Well, it can't breed at all. If you want to get a female Scarlet, you would have to breed it with a Ditto. That's the only other way you could get an egg of a Scarlet. If your starter turns out to be a male, well, you gotta breed it with a Ditto. But yeah, I got these two Tanimouses here. Yeah, and that's all you gotta know about step 2. It's pretty simple. Number 3. How to make eggs hatch faster. Okay, so you're probably wondering if there is a way to make your eggs hatch faster. Well, there is. There's actually 2 ways. The first way is to have a Pokemon in your party that has either Flame Body, Magma Armor, or Steam Engine. These are the 4 Pokemon in this game that I know of that have these 3 abilities. Colossal, Talonflame, Volcarona, and Camerupt. These Pokemon have the abilities that you need. Now, Colossal, Talonflame, and Volcarona can all have the Flame Body ability, while as Camerupt is the only one that has Magma Armor. We don't have Slugbane in this game, which is whatever. But yeah, if you have any of these Pokemon in your inventory and eggs, your eggs will take half the steps about in order to hatch. So that 10,000 egg step Pokemon needs 5,000. That 5,000 egg step Pokemon only needs like 2,500 about. It might seem like a lot of steps, but once you're going, it's not that much. Note that you should only have the Pokemon and the eggs in your inventory in order to hatch them. Otherwise, I don't believe it'll work. There is another way in order to get to hatch eggs even faster, and just give me a sec to prepare for that. Alright, so if we go into our picnic here, the other way we're going to be able to produce eggs is by making sandwiches. So you can see I have these 2 Frigibacks here. Their eggs take about 10,000 steps to normally hatch. But if we make a sandwich that has egg power, I recommend number 17, Great Peanut Butter Sandwich. All you need is bananas, peanut butter, and butter. Even though I guess it's peanut butter, doesn't have jelly in it or jam. So yeah, just make this sandwich. It's pretty easy. You might be thinking, oh, but egg power 3 might be the best. Well, that requires Herba Mystica and is not worth the loss of Herba Mystica. So yeah, I always do this top sandwich. People cheat and don't use it for fun. It's not a sandwich anymore if you do that. Anyway, there you go. We made the egg sandwich, or great peanut butter jelly sandwich, peanut butter sandwich, not jelly. And then you'll notice in the top right corner that we are going to have egg power 2 enabled. Don't worry about the raid power and experience power. That doesn't matter for this. But yeah, see, they're going to produce eggs, but if we leave the picnic, and we're going to gain a little bit of experience as well. If you hit the right D-pad thing, you'll have active meat powers, egg power 2, blah blah blah, all your egg powers will be up there for 30 minutes. Well, that means all of our eggs will be we'll be gathering eggs faster. So let's do that. We'll be gathering eggs faster, and it makes them hatch even faster. I don't know how much faster, it just does. So if you have this and Flame Body Pokemon, your eggs are gonna hatch in no time. Hi, this is getting weird. Why did you guys surround me? Okay, goodbye. Like, oh, they're on to us. Okay. So I'll be back once I get a few eggs. Oh, I forgot to mention, Pokemon also have another rate in how they hatch or get Pokemon faster. If you have Pokemon of the same trainer ID, so if you have, like, say, your Pokemon, these 2 Frigibacks have a normal rate on how they gather or produce eggs. Now, let's say one of these Frigibacks had the ID of another trainer. they will produce eggs a lot faster. Now, let's say if one of these was, I don't know, it's evolution. What the heck is its name? Excalibur? Whatever its name is. That would, and if it's part of the same owner, they would not produce eggs very fast. Same goes with any other traded Pokemon if of a different species. So let's say you had a Ditto of like a foreign Ditto, for instance, that has another trainer ID. They would produce eggs at a normal rate. Yeah, it's not, you don't really have to worry about that too much, since if you're just going to be standing here and waiting, you know, if your Pokemon produce eggs, you're probably going to be doing other stuff, so it doesn't really matter, but that's kind of, the game doesn't tell you about that at all. In previous Pokemon games, they did, where the daycare later say, oh, these Pokemon don't like each other very much, or oh, these Pokemon like each other a lot. Or these Pokemon just like each other a decent amount. It doesn't tell you at all in this game, but I just thought you should probably know that. Just in case you're like, oh, my Pokemon aren't producing eggs as fast as you. Well, that's probably why. But yeah, I'll be back once again. I have like a few eggs. Alright, let's see how many eggs we got. Peek inside, there's an egg. Alright, so we got a few eggs. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Oh, I already have 5 eggs. Oh, there's 6 eggs. Man, yeah, see, this really does produce a lot of eggs very fast. Holy crap. 7, 8, 9. 9 eggs. I got 9 eggs for waiting for like a minute. So this really does make you get eggs a lot faster. But let's go ahead and hatch them a lot faster as well. Alright, now that we have our eggs and our Pokemon with Flame Body, Magma Armor, or Steam Engine in our inventory, we can now be ready to hatch our eggs really fast. Just remember, you can only have the Pokemon with Flame Body, Steam Engine, or Magma Armor in your inventory, or sorry, your party with the eggs. Make sure your active meal power's up. Yep, it only took us like 7 minutes, kind of, in order to get those 10 eggs. I counted, there were 10, not 9. Maybe a little bit less time, but yeah. Alright, let's go hatch these. I'll do it unedited for the first egg, and just see how fast it'll be. So these with 0 egg steps from egg step, while counting egg steps. So we're just gonna make our rounds here. Oh gosh, there we go. I don't know why I like making this place my favorite egg spot. I just do. I like to see it when in there where they were found. They were found in Mesagosa. I don't know, just kind of cool. But yeah, if we keep going around and around. Remember, these are 10,000 egg steps, so this would have taken like 3 times, 4 times as long to do. Come on. Come on, egg. I know you want to hatch. Oh boy. Yeah. These take a long time to hatch, which is why you need Flame Body and Egg Power to hatch them. Oh, there we go. There's the first egg. See, it didn't take that long. However, it is still time consuming. If you don't feel the need to do this, then you don't have to. This is just how to shorten your experience. There he is. Brigabacks. Yep, hatch from the egg. Now, what I usually like to do is just kind of run around and like not take it out of my inventory and just as a surprise what gender they are, because all of their eggs are hatching at the exact same time, pretty much. So you just kind of get to see them all hatch at the same time, which is a lot better than previous generations, where you just run back and forth to get an egg. It's super tedious. But now you just get to hatch them all at once. There was a way you could do this in Pokemon Sword and Shield, but a lot of people didn't like that game. But I did, and I bred so many Pokemon and found a few shortcuts how to. But as you can see, once they all start hatching, they all kind of start hatching immediately. So, yeah, let's see what this is. Okay, yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know about how to hatch your eggs a lot faster. Very simple to know. Just, yeah, I'm gonna hatch all these eggs here and move on to step 4. Number 4. How to breed natures. Okay, now that you understand how to get eggs and what egg groups are, and how to make the eggs hatch even faster, now you're probably wondering is, well, how do I get the right nature on my Pokemon? Well, if we look at these two Pokemon, this Sprigatito has Sassy nature, which decreases speed and it increases special defense. You do not want this nature on a Sprigatito that evolved into Meowscarada, because its speed is its best stat. So, you're wondering, well, what are the best stats? Well, one of them is Jolly. Jolly in nature increases speed and lowers special attack. Well, just so happens that Meowscarada's evolution is very good in physical and speed, but you're probably wondering, well, why don't you just have a nature that increases attack? It'll do a lot of damage. Well, you come into an issue there. If you do that, a lot of other Pokemon will probably outspeed it. So I recommend using Jolly nature. There are other natures that are very beneficial. Let me show them to you right now. Okay, these are some of the other natures that you probably want to use more than others. So we have Jolly here, which increases speed but decreases special attack. We also have Quiet nature. Quiet nature decreases speed and increases special attack. Let me, and you're probably wondering, well, you don't want it to have decreased speed. Well, this can actually help with certain Pokemon like this Pokemon. Arboliva, or Arbolove, whatever. So as you can see by its speed stat, it is absolutely abysmal. You do not need to increase its speed. No matter what you do, it is not going to outspeed any Pokemon, unless you use Trick Room. Usually these kinds of stats are really good for Trick Room teams. So if your Pokemon has a really disgustingly slow speed, just throw on a nature that increases its proficient attack stat or defense stat, and decrease speed. Another one right here is the opposite to Quiet. Another one is opposite to Jolly is Timid. It does the exact same thing except it decreases attack instead. Nothing much I gotta say that says it for itself. Another great mint is Adamant nature. Most of your physical Pokemon that do not have a great speed stat will probably have this nature. It increases attack and decreases special attack. Let me grab a Pokemon that has its opposite nature. Alright, here we go. I found my Pokemon, my Golden Go. It has a modest nature. This increases special attack and decreases attack. Don't worry about all these Hyper Train symbols and best symbols next to all these stats. I'll teach you about that in the final step of this video. If you want to learn about that right now, just skip ahead. It's up to you. But yeah, modest nature. And the last nature here that I'm going to show to you is Brave. It's the opposite to Quiet. So as you can see by it, this level 100 Clodsire has 68 speed. Pretty much everything that's even remotely half of its level outspeeds it. So you don't need a speed that you don't need a nature that increases your speed. See Brave there. Note that you cannot breed Golden Go. He is part of the same kind of egg group as legendaries, where you just can't breed them. So Yeah, just to let you know that. But I'm going to demonstrate on how to breed in nature here. So in order to pass down the desired nature with a Pokemon with the same egg group, you are going to need to have it hold an Everstone. So I'm going to go into my bag and give this Espeon, that's part of the field egg group, an Everstone. Here we go. It's holding an Everstone now, as you can see by the held item right there. So I'm going to put them into my inventory, and I'm going to go breed them. So just give me a sec to go and do a picnic. Alright, got my Pokemon at a picnic now. Let's put away my Rhydon here. And yeah, we just gotta wait for the Pokemon to gather an egg. Yeah, so this is the only way to transfer... Oh, hey, Sprigatito. Hey. Just walked up to me. Hi, little kitty cat. Sorry, this is the only way to transfer natures to Pokemon. If you do not have an Everstone on your Pokemon, the nature of your given Pokemon from the eggs will be completely random. So this could be a good thing if you don't have the nature you want, then you could just keep breeding your Pokemon until you get the desired nature. That might take a while and is time consuming, so I recommend looking at all the Pokemon you've captured along your journey and see which natures catch your eye, like timid, jolly, adamant, or modest. There might even be some more that increase attack, decrease special attack, or stuff like that, that increase a proficient stat and decreases a not needed stat. You usually do not want a nature that decreases your defense or special defense, sometimes even speed, depending on the Pokemon. But depending on what Pokemon you're trying to breed for, they could be beneficial. I don't necessarily want a Pokemon with lower defense or special defense. You usually want your Pokemon to survive as long as possible, but sometimes you got burner Pokemon, like a glass cannon, where you just want them to do as much damage as possible, and then they die. Yeah. Hi, Espeon. I know. That nature isn't good for you, but it's fine. Let's see if they got any eggs. There's an egg. Alright. Ooh, there's another egg. Sweet. Ooh, another egg. Awesome. Oh boy. Oh, a Grappa Berry. No. That'll happen. I don't know if that decreases the amount of egg you can get, but yeah, let's go hatch these eggs and I'll show what their natures are. Alright, I got 5 eggs from that little bit of time that we were there, so now I'm going to go hatch all these and demonstrate on how all these Pokemon have their the nature of Jolly, guaranteed. Now that we have all of our eggs, I can show you their natures. Or sorry, all of our hatched Pokemon, I can show you their natures. Oh, I even got a female. That's kind of rare for a Sprigatito. So as you can see, all of these Pokemon have Jolly as their nature. So this is how you breed down natures. Now, I usually want to keep your females, starter Pokemon, because it is a 12% chance. Well, 1 out of 10 chance basically in order to get a female, so I got kind of lucky there. I've already bred a Sprigatito for competitive, so I don't need to keep this, but yeah. So just remember, whatever parent you want to have passed down to your Pokemon, or its nature, it needs to hold an Everstone. Without it, your Pokemon's natures will be completely random upon hatching. Well, technically the eggs are pre-made. As soon as they are made, that's the egg you got. You can't reset for a hatched egg. It just won't work. That egg is predetermined once it's created, so you never know when you got a shiny egg. So that's why you always gotta hatch all your eggs, just in case. But yeah, that's all you gotta know about how to breed natures. Number 5. How to breed hidden abilities. Okay, so you've probably found out that certain Pokemon have a special ability that you can't get with normal means in the wild. Like, for instance, this Meowscarada has Protean as its hidden ability. Or as its ability. This is its hidden ability. The only way to acquire a starter's hidden ability as of recording this right now is through ability patches. So if let's just look at what an ability patch is. This is an ability patch. A patch that can be used to change the regular ability of a Pokemon to its rare ability. What that means is it changes their normal ability to their hidden ability. And I believe if you have a Pokemon with their hidden ability, you can make it so it doesn't have its hidden ability, but that's a waste of an ability patch. And I do not recommend doing that. But yes, as of recording this is the only way to get a starter's hidden ability. Yeah, and another way as how to get hidden abilities is to go to various raid dens. All of these, once they're in the post game, as beaten the game, all of them will be rarity 3 and up. All rarity 3 and up Pokemon, I have found out that can contain a Pokemon's hidden ability. So you could travel to any of these and try to see if they have their hidden abilities. That's how I've gotten most of my hidden abilities. You can also do wonder trades. You might get lucky. That's how I got a hidden ability, said Titan's hidden ability. It's Sheer Force, which is pretty dope. But yeah. Nope, there's the bug again, where it doesn't like to show my... There we go. That's a weird bug. So yeah, only the female of a male and female pair can transfer down a hidden ability. The male has nothing to do with its hidden ability. The only way to transfer down a male's hidden ability is if you have a Ditto. Let me grab it right now. The only way, so this guy does not have its hidden ability, but let's pretend it did. If this Pokemon had Unaware as its hidden ability, that's its hidden ability, only a Ditto would be able to transfer its hidden ability. But we don't really care about that right now. We're talking about Meowscarada. So yeah, because these two Pokemon are part of the same egg group, they are both field. I don't know why Clodsire is part of the field group, but he is. I'm going to go ahead and breed a few of these Pokemon to demonstrate on how you can get its hidden ability. Okay, finally at a picnic, and I'm just gonna wait until these Pokemon produce a few eggs. Alrighty, let's see what eggs we got. Egg 2, yep. 3. Oh, only 3 eggs. Yeah, that's per the norm. Since these are the same trainer ID and they're different species, they're not gonna produce as many eggs. So yeah, I'll go hatch these 3 eggs. Alright, I got these 3 eggs and I'm about to show you if they have their hidden ability, because hidden abilities are not guaranteed to pass down from the parent to the child, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and breed these. Yeah, shouldn't take too long. I still have my egg power up, yeah, and I have a flame body Pokemon, so it shouldn't take too long. So let's see if these have their eggs or their hidden ability. Alright, let's see if these have their hidden abilities. Alright, let's open up our box and see if they have it. Protean! See? Alright, they all have their hidden ability. Now just note, it is not guaranteed. Huh. Some of you might know why that's funny and awesome at the same time. Anyway. So, yeah, all 3 of these have their hidden ability. But just note, it is not guaranteed to pass down. Oh, another one that's competitive already. This one is not. Yeah, these 3 have their hidden ability. It might take some getting used to, you know, like, oh, I didn't get my hidden ability, whatever. So if you want to do that, you just have to go down, release your Pokemon if you want. I'm going to keep these for my friends because they do not have its hidden ability. But yeah, you can also keep starter hidden ability if you want to give out to your friends if you want. Yeah. That's pretty much all you need to know about hidden abilities. Just remember, you can only get starters with the ability patch, or if you were lucky enough to get one from a friend or from a wonder trade, you can breed that down with the methods I told you before. As well as the only way to get other hidden abilities is to go to raid dens. Like, let's go for instance, this Pokemon. Esperatha. Its hidden ability is Speed Boost, and the only way to get this is from raid dens or from other things. So yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta know about how to breed down hidden abilities. Number 6. How to breed regional Pokemon. Okay, so you've been trying to breed your original form Wooper, and it keeps turning into Paldean Wooper. Well, there is a way you can breed this original form Wooper into still its original form, even if it's from another region. The only way to make this happen is if your original form Pokemon that's from a different region is holding an Everstone. All my Everstones are taken. Just give me a sec. Alright, if your regional form Pokemon, whether it be original form Wooper, Galarian Meowth, you can do this method, although you does have to be holding an Everstone in order to pass down its, not only its nature, but also its regional form. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this by having a Wooper and this Pokemon go ahead and breed with each other. And you will notice that it will not be a Paldean Wooper, but it will be a regular Wooper. So I will be right back. Alright, now that I have these eggs and the Flame Body Pokemon, I'm going to show you how these are going to be guaranteed to be the original form Wooper. So give me a sec so I can hatch these eggs. Alright, this egg is going to be guaranteed to be regional form Wooper once it's done hatching. So let's see. Hatchety, 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 blammo! Regional form Wooper. See, I wasn't lying. Look how happy he is. Like, I exist! So, yes, I'm going to show you that all 3 of these are going to be his regional form. Guaranteed. So this one's going to be hatch a hatch a hatch. Hatchety. Hatchety. Hatch, hatch, hatch. And blammo. See? Every single time if you have it hold an Everstone, it will retain its regional form. I'm gonna hatch this egg, I'll be right back. Alright, now that we've hatched our Pokemon, all 3 of these are original form Wooper. Guaranteed. So if you're struggling on how to get a regional form from a different region, from either now or the future when we have Pokemon Home availability, well, now you know. But you probably hit a bit of a snag. You've noticed that in order to pass down its regional variant, it has to hold an Everstone. But you also remember that that's the only way to pass down its nature. Well, I've got a solution for you. And that solution is just have both of your Pokemon hold an Everstone. What this will do is every time you get an egg, if you have it set up this way, as long as you don't have it breeding with its regional form, it will not retain it will retain its original form, and it'll also pass down this Pokemon's nature. However, every single egg will have a random nature between its female parent nature and its male nature. This can be done with a Ditto as well. I'm just going to use this Clodsire. This Clodsire, since it's technically not the same species as this Wooper, it will not pass down its regional variant. As well, if you had a never mind, I won't go into that. That's for a different thing. But yes, this Clodsire, because it has Brave nature, that's a fantastic nature for something like a Quagsire, because you want to smack things as hard as possible, and it's not very fast. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and breed these 2 together. Give me a sec. Okay, so this egg is going to be guaranteed to be original form Wooper, with a random chance of it being either Brave nature or I think it was relieved. Wait, relaxed. That's what it is. I'm gonna hatch all of these and show you what their natures are. All right, and that's the final Wooper egg. let's go ahead and look at its natures. It should have a relatively 50-50 split between natures here. So this one has relaxed, 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 brave. Alright. So you see, you can breed two different natures at the same time, or if you just want to get a regional form variant of a Pokemon with its correct nature that you want, then yeah. 2 Everstones. It's a inefficient system, but it's the only way. Unless you want to use mints and shortcut your way to victory, which I don't like doing. But yeah, these two, it's a somewhat of a 50-50 shot, a little bit. These 3 had relaxed and these 2 had brave. So yeah, that's how you get the nature and a regional variant's original form or its current form, whatever you want. But did you know that you can also give this Pokemon its hidden ability? Ooh. Alright, you think I might be crazy to think you can give this Pokemon that you cannot obtain normally to get its hidden ability. Well, I'm gonna tell you that you are wrong. You can give any Pokemon from its original, from a different region, so whether it be Galarian Meowth into Berserker, or Wooper, its original form Wooper, to give its hidden ability. How do you do this? Well, it's actually very easy. Obviously, you need to, let's use this Wooper we just bred. It has its correct nature, so if we give it an Everstone, did I take the Everstones off? I did not. Just give me a sec here. Alright, so if we give this Wooper an Everstone, it will pass down not only its nature, but it will also pass down its regional status. However, the only way to transfer over a hidden ability to it is to have only the female will be able to transfer its ability. Its hidden ability. This Pokemon's hidden ability is Unaware. Same goes for Wooper. This Wooper's normal ability is Damp and Water Absorb, I think, or maybe that's just regular Wooper. It's something else, but yes, this Pokemon has its hidden ability. So, it doesn't matter which gender is holding the Everstone, as long as the Pokemon you want to have its regional form get passed down, it will need to hold an Everstone. So, I'm going to go ahead and breed these two together, and I will show you that it will be guaranteed to be a Wooper and sometimes pass down its hidden ability. So I will be right back. Alrighty. I have hatched all of these Pokemon, and as you can see, they are all regional form Woopers, original form Wooper, as well as this one has its hidden ability. So, as you can see, it can happen. Look right there, hidden ability, hidden ability. Yeah, so it's not guaranteed, but it can happen. It can be done. This Pokemon that you could not capture otherwise has its hidden ability. So, yeah, all those people that used your ability patch on your Galarian Meowth, sorry, you just wasted your ability patch. So, wah wah. Yeah, that's how you breed everything you need to know about how to breed regional variants for Pokemon. This will work with Galarian Meowth, and in the future, Alolan Meowth. You can use this for Alolan Meowth in the future. As well as any other regional forms you want to do, like Hisuian, Zorua, any of the Hisuian Pokemon that have a base form that is a regional variant. It will not work with Pokemon that evolve into a regional variant, because they won't be able to evolve in this game. Except certain Pokemon like Weirdeer, once we have access to Psybash, whatever it's called, you will be able to do it that way. But yeah, that's everything you know about how to breed regional Pokemon. Number 7. How to breed Pokeballs. Alright, you might have skipped this part in the video and think, what? Breeding Pokeballs? That's crazy. Well, you can breed Pokeballs, which is really fun and weird at the same time. So why would you want to do this? Well, if you're a Premier Ball snob like me, you want everything caught in a Premier Ball. Well, let's do this weird thing where this original form Wooper, you can only get it in a Pokeball. You cannot get it in any other ball besides a Pokeball upon getting in the game. You can only get this Pokemon through a trade by getting this Pokemon called Manchester. I've already evolved it into a Quagsire, so this Pokemon would not work for this situation. If you bred this... let me get... So, the way you breed Pokeballs is, as if you can see in the top right corner over there, I think I'll zoom in to see, you'll notice that this Wooper has a Premier Ball and this Wooper has a Pokeball. And you can see that this Wooper is a female and this Wooper is a male. You can only transfer Pokeballs between the same species and of opposite genders. So, a Ditto would only transfer down this Pokemon's Pokeball, whereas if you bred it with this Paldean Wooper, this is the only way you're going to be able to transfer that Premier Ball. You probably noticed that when I was breeding the regional variants that, well, why are randomly half of them Pokeballs and half of them Premier Balls? Well, now you know. If you bred this, let's say this is a super dude, you can only, it wouldn't work because they have to be the exact same species. So if this is an evolved Pokemon, you would not be able to transfer its Premier Ball to this Wooper. They have to be the exact same species, meaning Wooper and Wooper, Meowth and Meowth, etc., etc. You know that now. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this to you in a second by breeding this Wooper. And remember, in the past, if you want this Wooper to stay a Wooper, you want it to have an Everstone. Or this original form Wooper, you want to have it hold an Everstone. So I will be right back once I'm in the process of getting the eggs. Alrighty, got my eggs. Okay, let's go ahead and hatch all these eggs. Yeah, and prove to you that you can transfer Pokeballs. For anyone who wants to do that. Oh boy, I got a lot of eggs. Well, more data to go through, right? Oh boy, did I get 10 eggs? I think I got 10 eggs. I didn't count. Okay, I'll be right back once I'm in the process of hatching them. Alright, so let me actually show you before I actually hatch any of these eggs. So, as you can see, Premier Ball, Pokeball, see? So it is a random 50-50% chance to transfer its ball down. Since there's two parents, 50-50% chance. Unless there's a male and female weirdness going on. But yeah, as you can see, Premier Ball, Pokeball, Premier Ball, Pokeball, Premier Ball, Premier Ball, Premier Ball. Yeah. So it's not a guaranteed chance it'll transfer down, but yeah, let's go ahead and hatch all these eggs and prove to you that these will the Everstone to prove to you that these will all be Paldean Woopers with a Premier Ball. So that's my favorite type of ball. Yeah. Let's see if yeah, I'll be right back once I'm in the process of hatching these. So yeah, BRB. This should be the last egg here. Let's go ahead and hatch it. And kablamo, our last original form Wooper. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our boxes here, and if you look, this Wooper already has a Premier Ball. So as you can see, this method works. This Wooper, previously uncatchable, only tradable in-game, now has a Premier Ball. And with my previous steps on how to breed regional variants, you can also give it its hidden ability, as well as its nature. So yeah, only I think 2 of them had a Pokeball. So it is a 50-50 chance, so only these 2 had a Pokeball. But the rest of these are Woopers in Premier Balls. So, you know, that's fun. Look at that little Wooper. He's so cute and tiny, he wants to consume your soul. But yeah, if you want to know how to, you know, breed Pokeballs, well, now you know. It's pretty simple, but just remember, they have to be the exact same species, so Wooper, Wooper, Quagsire, Quagsire, stuff like that. It can't be a Quagsire with a Clodsire because they are technically two different species. As well as with a Quagsire and a Wooper, they are also technically two different species. This Pokemon would not be able to transfer its Pokeball to this Wooper. But yeah, that's all you need to know about how to breed Pokeballs. Number 8. How to get egg moves. Alright, so you're at this part of the video, and this is where you want to learn about egg moves. You've heard of egg groups, but what are egg moves? Well, egg moves are moves that Pokemon can only learn through breeding or one other method that I'm going to go into a little bit later. So this first method is normal. It's been in the game since pretty much the very beginning, except the first few games. Let's say 3rd gen, I want to say. Were there egg moves in 3rd gen? Somewhere way in the beginning. Maybe 4th gen even. They've brought in egg moves. So this Wooper has Recover and Curse. These are both egg moves that I have already put on this Pokemon. But it can also learn Haze. Haze is another egg move. If we go ahead and look what Haze does, it's a fantastic move. I cannot see what it does. I really hate this. Oh, check moves. There we go. So, the user creates a haze that eliminates every stat change among all the Pokemon engaged in battle. That's fantastic in case you're against a Pokemon who's setting up like crazy against you. But, Clodsire here cannot learn it. So, we're gonna go ahead and breed this Quagsire into this Wooper, since they are part of the same egg group. And because we don't need to put an Everstone on it right now, I mean, I guess I could. This will just guarantee it's, I don't have it over here. It's fine. I don't need the Everstone for this purpose, but yeah. This will have its, this is gonna transfer its the move Haze, which is an egg move that Wooper can know, or at least Paldean Wooper. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and skip until I'm getting the eggs. Alright, should have an egg. There's an egg. Heck yeah. Alright. Oh, just one egg. That's good. No, we don't need more than one egg, so I'm gonna go ahead and hatch this egg here. It is not going to be an original form Wooper, because we didn't use an Everstone. Well, it doesn't matter if we use an Everstone. Yeah, look, it's brown Wooper. Look how cute he is. He still wants to consume your soul. Alright. Let's Paldean Wooper, and let us check its moves. And wha-bam! Look at that! Haze, Recover, and Curse. This is the first way in order to give a Pokemon their hidden ability. What if I told you there's a brand new method introduced in this game that lets you transfer more hidden abilities without even needing to have the same species or same different genders? Well, let me introduce you to Clodsire and Veluza. So this Clodsire I have previously bred has the egg move Recover. Veluza's egg move, un-egg move it can learn is also Recover. However, there are no other Water 2 egg group Pokemon that has the move Recover. You'd think Clodsire would have it's only Water 1 and Field. These two Pokemon are not breed compatible. You cannot breed these two Pokemon together, even if it was a male and a female. But they've introduced a new item in this game, I believe. It should be new to this game. It's called the Mirror Herb. So, you're probably wondering how it works. Whatever Pokemon you want to have learn the egg move is what you want to have them hold the Mirror Herb. You can get this Mirror Herb in the Water Gym town. That's the only place I believe that you can get the Mirror Herb. So when you're in a picnic, you're going to want to have your Pokemon in your party. It doesn't even matter what else you have. As long as this Pokemon that you want to have to learn the egg move from a different species or gender, as long as it has the Mirror Herb and the other Pokemons in your party, it can learn that egg move, which is fascinating. So let's go ahead and fly to my favorite spot where I want to breed my Pokemon. Alright, now that we're in my favorite place, gotta check if these are shiny, you never know. Nope, 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 and nope. All of them are not shiny. That's a bummer. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down my picnic. And it has been dropped down. Alright. And we got our two Pokemon over here, Veluza and Clodsire. We're gonna go and pick up our picnic. And then our Veluza should have Recover! See? There we go. This works for any Pokemon you want to give their egg move to from a completely different Pokemon. Different species, different gender, or the same gender. They could even be legendaries and have a move you want it to learn. As long as it's holding that ability, as long as it's holding that Mirror Herb, that's all you need to have. This is probably the best way to get the egg moves. As you could see before, getting the egg move via the old way is very tedious. So this way, I could have just set down this Quagsire and this Paldean Wooper, and then bam, egg move right out the gate. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about egg moves. They're pretty simple to transfer even now. In past games, actually in Generation 8, and I believe in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, if they were the same species, and even if they're the same gender, you could transfer your egg move to that other Pokemon. However, I'm pretty sure they disabled that in this game, because I tried doing that and it wasn't working. So this method is a lot better anyway, I don't mind. So yeah, now you know how to breed and give Pokemon egg moves. Number 9. How to breed shiny Pokemon. Okay, so this next one is probably the only thing anyone cares about in terms of breeding. It's breeding shiny Pokemon. I personally don't ever usually shiny hunt Pokemon unless it's something I specifically really want. I'm not gonna, go ahead and make a living dex of all the shiny Pokemon in existence. That's not who I am. But if this part of the video might be for you. So you're probably wondering, how do I get shiny Pokemon through breeding? Well, anytime you breed any Pokemon together, you have a small chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. It's like a 1 out of 4,000 chance if you do not have the shiny charm. Well, if you do have the shiny charm, it's like a 1 out of 1,000, I think? I don't know the exact number. I don't really care about shiny breeding too much. But if you have a Pokemon from a different region, take this Japanese Sprigatito for instance, and you breed it with a Pokemon from a different region. This is my Sprigatito from my region, which is North America, aka English. This is an English Sprigatito breeding with a Japanese Sprigatito. If two Pokemon of different languages / nationalities are breeding with each other, they not only have an increased chance of finding a shiny Pokemon, but an increased chance of shining eggs in general. So, this is called the Masuda method. It's been in the game since like Gen 4, maybe even Gen 3, although back in Gen 3, good luck trying to get a different region Pokemon. But yeah, this is called the Masuda method. People have been doing this for years, decade. Like, it's been a thing since the dawn of time almost. So this is gonna be your best chances of getting a shiny Pokemon with breeding. It's like a 1 out of like 600 chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. If you have the Masuda method and the shiny charm, you have a very good chance of getting a shiny Pokemon. I'm gonna go ahead and breed these two together and see if I get any shinies. If I don't get any shinies, then I'll move on to the next point. But yeah, this is the best way to get shiny Pokemon. So I'll be back once I'm getting the egg. Alrighty, I got my picnic down, my Japanese Sprigatito and my own Sprigatito are gonna make some babies. They're gonna pump out eggs like it's no tomorrow. Yeah, well, they're playing with each other. It's so adorable. Or weird because they're making eggs. Whatever you want to say. So, yeah, I'll be back once I've got their special eggs. Hopefully they're shiny. Alrighty, let's see how many eggs I got. Oh, okay, got an egg. Yeah, I got a bunch of eggs. So, I should have like 10 eggs or so because they're different trainer IDs and the same species. And because if they're two different regions, they have an increased chance of becoming a shiny Pokemon. So I'm going to go ahead and hatch all these Pokemon. See if I get a shiny. If I don't, I'm not going to cry about it. Oh man, so many eggs. There we go, all the eggs. Oh, they're all both tuckered out from making all them babies. Oh, that's really weird. Alright, I'll be back. Alrighty, I got all my eggs. Now I'm gonna hatch all these eggs. I got 10 eggs. Just to remind you that once you obtain the egg, that egg will never change on what it is. So, if you get a shiny egg, you're not gonna know what it is until you've hatched that given egg. You can't stand there and reset every time you hatch an egg. It will be the exact same egg. So, just to save you some time. Oh gosh, why is the camera weird? There we go. Game couldn't catch up to the camera. Or the camera couldn't catch up with my player. That was weird. Nope. Okay, here's the first egg. Am I gonna get lucky on the first egg? The 1 out of like 600 chance? Maybe it's like 1 out of 500. Here we go. Excitement building. No shiny. That's to be expected. It is a 1 out of 500 chance to get a shiny. So, yeah. Don't be disappointed if you don't get a shiny. It's gonna take some time, or you're gonna get very lucky. Oh, here's the next egg. Let's see if this one's shiny. Oh, excitement. Oh, it's not a shiny. Sprigatito's eyes would be, I think, green, or would it be like, I don't know. So yeah, I'll be back once I've hatched all these eggs. Or if I get a shiny Pokemon, we'll see. Alright, here's the last egg. Let's see if it's a shiny. Probably not gonna be a shiny. No, it's not a shiny. Oh well. I had bad luck and didn't get a shiny, but that's to be expected. It wouldn't be rare if everyone had one. Yeah. 10 eggs, no shiny. I have gotten a shiny with breeding though. I can show him to you. Or her, I guess. Let's show you my shiny Pokemon. These three Pokemon I've gotten all shiny. There's a Rookity. Let me show you what they look like. This Rookity I found on my main playthrough, if you saw that. For my main playthrough of Pokemon Violet. I just kind of found it, well, outside of Artisan Gym, or that town, you know. I found this while EV training some Pokemon with HP, with Chansey in the Area 0. It's blue Lycanroc. And this Charcadet, I actually bred shiny. As you can see, yep, that's shiny. It has the symbol over there, and the only difference between this and the shiny is its eye color. It is blue. If you go and look at its description, it has modest nature. It was met with hatch from an egg. I received it, was it yesterday? As of recording, that was yesterday. So I hatched this yesterday, and it's a shiny. I hatched it in Messagosa, so it's a legit shiny. Yeah. So you can get shiny Pokemon through breeding. I didn't get lucky this time around, but I'm not really gonna be sitting here and trying to get a shiny Pokemon. I like shiny Pokemon, I just don't normally shiny hunt them. I like it when they're like a surprise instead of a finally I got that shiny Pokemon kind of deal. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about how to breed shiny Pokemon. It's a very slim chance on how to get it, but there's a chance, and some people are dedicated enough to do it. So yeah, that's all you need to know about breeding shiny Pokemon. Number 10. How to breed IVs or individual values. Okay, now for the Mac Daddy of them all. This last step is the one that confuses people the most, and is, if it wasn't for shiny breeding, this is gonna be the most time-consuming one of every single step that I've mentioned so far. Outside of shiny breeding, because shiny breeding could either take your first egg or your 500th egg, whichever one. But this one, it's all trial and error here. So, what are IVs to begin with? Well, IVs are individual values. So if you look on this Paldean Wooper, it has its special defense and its defense stat as best. That means it has 31 IVs in that given stat. IVs are made when you either catch a Pokemon or you breed a Pokemon. They are generated as soon as that Pokemon exists. So that random Wooper you caught in the wild is probably going to have random stats. It'll vary from like 20, 50, something, whatever. It'll vary depending on just random chance. The way you unlock the judge function in order to see the best IVs possible on your Pokemon is, I believe when you beat the Elite Four, I think that's when you become champion. I think that's when you unlock the judge function. So yeah, and why do you want max IVs? Well, you're gonna survive almost all hits, and you'll do the most damage with that given stat. Compound that with the given nature, then you can be a force to be reckoned with. Now, not all Pokemon are created equal. Every Pokemon spawns with a random stat in the wild, but if you're good enough, you can breed down those stats to specific Pokemon. So there are two types of items, I should say, that can give a certain Pokemon their given stat. So, for instance, I want to transfer this Houndstone's attack stat to this Wooper. Since they are both part of the same egg group field, it can happen. This is a female, this is a male. But I want to specifically transfer that attack stat to this Wooper. How do you do that? Well, you can give it an item. And that item is called a Power Bracer. Any of these power items guarantee you to transfer that stat to the parent that's holding it to the child that you need it. So this transfers attack, this transfers defense, this transfers special attack, this transfers special defense, speed, HP. You get it, right? So I'm going to have him hold the Power Bracer. And I'm going to, for posterity, I'm going to have him hold an Everstone. Just so we can compound all of our knowledge into one little thing. Because he's going to transfer down his nature. So I'll be back once I'm at a picnic and ready to breed these guys. Alrighty, I'm starting my picnic now. And because these are both part of the same egg group, they will be producing eggs. They're producing Paldean Wooper eggs. And once I get all the eggs, I'm going to show you that the attack stat from this Houndstone... Wow, you're really small. From this Houndstone, its attack stat will be guaranteed to be transferred down. This is the same Houndstone I used on my playthrough. So, yeah, I caught it in a raid den. Oh, that reminds me. Just give me a second. Alrighty, that reminds me. So, though you see that raid den over there? Every single raid den has a guaranteed chance to have a Pokemon have a max IV. From level 1 to level 7 every single one of them has a guaranteed chance to have at least one IV. The higher you go up, the more IVs are guaranteed. So 1 star has like a guaranteed 1 star, one star has a guaranteed 1 IV. I think 2 star IV, 2 star raids have a guaranteed 2 IVs. And once you beat the end game and are in the post game, you'll start encountering only 3 and up. So 3 star raids have a guaranteed of 2 IVs, 4 star raids have a guaranteed of 3 IVs. 5 stars have a guaranteed of 4 IVs, and 6 stars have a should have a guaranteed of 4 to 5 IVs. I think it's guaranteed 5. I've got a competitive ready Excalibur. Is that his name? The heck's his name? Frig. Whatever, like pseudo legendary. I just need to give it a nature, but obviously I don't like using those, so yeah. So that's how the easiest way you're going to be able to get IVs. Now you can get Dittos in there, and remember if you went to, what was it, step 2, how to get eggs? The only way to have Pokemon that have no gender is to breed it with a Ditto. And if you want to breed down that Ditto with that, or you want to breed that Pokemon to have perfect IVs, you're going to have to get a perfect IV Ditto, which could be an absolute nightmare to 1, beat, and 2, find. And if you want a regional variant Ditto, then that's going to be even more of a problem. So yeah, you don't need a Ditto to breed IVs. It just helps a lot because you don't have to worry about genders or anything. So if you're lucky enough to come across a perfect IV Ditto or a 5 IV Ditto in one of those dens, and I'm very jealous because I only have a 4 IV Ditto. So yeah, I'll be back once I have all these eggs ready to go and show you that this Houndstone will transfer its attack stat to this Wooper, guaranteed, with the Power Bracer. And first egg. Alright, second egg. Third egg. And the fourth egg. Ooh, the big Wooper. That's all 4 of the eggs hatched. And I guarantee you that every single one of them is going to have the max IV attack stat. So let's check. Attack stat, max. Attack stat, max. Max attack stat, and max attack stat. So as you can see, this method works. So now we're at this stage. This guy has 2 stats that are at max. It is less than, it's the same stats as this one, but we're going to ignore that. This Wooper has 2 stats, attack and defense stats. The next item you want to use is the Destiny Knot. This is the next item you want to transfer to another Pokemon. Sorry. Oh gosh, where's my Destiny Knot? Just give me a sec. Alright, so anyway, the Destiny Knot is an item that can transfer up 4 to 5 IVs, or let's say up to 5 IVs to the child Pokemon that you want to transfer. So this Clodsire has perfect IVs all around, even the stat it doesn't need. It has perfect IVs. I was lucky enough to breed one of these. And what you would want to do is, so this female Wooper gained 2 IVs from its parents. What you want to do is keep replacing your female Wooper, or between a gender, doesn't matter the gender Pokemon, and a Ditto. You want to keep replacing that Pokemon you want an egg of every time you get another IV. So you gain the attack and defense, okay. Keep breeding, alright, you got attack, defense, and speed. Alright, keep breeding, attack, defense, special defense, etc, etc, until you get your perfect Pokemon that you want to use in competitive or other reasons. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through that process, saving you and me a bajillion hours of time. And I'm just going to go ahead and breed this Clodsire with my Meowscarada. As you can see, my Meowscarada already has all of the perfect stats it needs. It even has its hidden ability, because I had to use an ability patch on it. Lucky enough to get some from a few friends. because they didn't need it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and breed this Clodsire and this Meowscarada together. Actually, better yet, to show you something really goofy, I'm gonna breed this Titan and this Meowscarada together because, yes, Titan is part of the field egg group for some reason. If any of you know what Skitty and Wailord are, you gotta understand why this is hilarious. If you don't know why it's hilarious, you can look up their egg groups and their size differences. So I will be right back when I'm at a picnic. Alrighty, I'm setting up my picnic and I'm gonna huck them out and wha-bam! So yeah, this Titan can breed with this itty bitty Meowscarada. It's kind of funny because they're both part of the same egg group. But yeah, these should be able to produce perfect IV'd Pokemon besides special attack, because neither of these have max special attack. But you can randomly get a stat that can increase to maximum even if you don't have it, but very slim chance. So I'm going to leave these two to their business and let them make a few eggs for me to show you guys. Alright, our little dudes are taking a little nap. Let's go ahead and get all these eggs that they probably have. Yep. All of these eggs should have basically max IVs, with maybe even their hidden ability. I've pretty much accumulated everything all the knowledge we've been learning up until this point in this video, at this very moment. So, this Pokemon, if I remember to put an Everstone on it, I don't remember. Hopefully I put an Everstone on Meowscarada. Oh, and they woke up just in time for us to leave. Alright. Did I put an Everstone on Meowscarada? I did. Okay. I'm gonna go and hatch all these eggs and see if they have their hidden abilities. Alright. Or not their hidden abilities, but if they have any max IVs. That's the whole point of this section. Alrighty, I got all of the eggs. I think there are 10 in total. Yep, got that. Let's go ahead and hash them all. So, if you don't want to do this part, you can hyper train. There's nothing stopping you. This is just for the people who like breeding Pokemon and feel as though they fully feel accomplished by getting stats at max without using hyper training. But if you're short on time or don't really feel the need to, then you don't have to do this at all. Like for me, I got a job. I don't have a lot of time to do this, but I do it anyway. I just think it's really fun to breed Pokemon. It's just a really fun aspect for me for Pokemon. Most people don't think it's fun, it's tedious, and I do agree it is tedious, but for me it's rewarding that, oh, I got this perfect IV'd Sprigatito without even using bottle caps to hyper train it. So yeah, I'm gonna hatch the rest of these 10 eggs and see if I get anything special out of them. Or if something else happens, like my universe crash it, I don't know. I'll be back once they're all hatched. Okay, this is the last egg. Let's see if we get a shiny. You never know. And nada. Oh well. He's so cute, I love Sprigatito. Alright, let's see what their stats are. Oh, I just hatched, ooh, the last one was a female. That's cool. So, ooh. Yep, as you can see, their stats are somewhat more than what they were. Now, I don't think any of them have perfect stats, though, which is kind of a bummer. Almost perfect stats. So, yeah, this one has everything except HP. This has everything except special defense, everything except defense, except HP, except defense, except the special defense, speed, except HP. No special defense and no HP. So it is a random chance to get every single IV, but as you can see, every single one of these Sprigatitos has every single IV except one. And you just have to keep breeding until you get the one IV that you need. Like, for this Sprigatito, you just need HP. Because we got this female one, because Nope, doesn't have its hidden ability. They do have their hidden abilities. That's good. Obviously, only females pass down their hidden abilities, so that's kind of unfortunate. But yeah, it's just trial and error until you get all of the IVs you want. This is the most time-consuming part of breeding, except shiny hunting, because shiny hunting is random. You use the first egg or the 500th egg, whichever. So I hope this step helped you understand how IVs work. It can be a tedious process, like I said, but if you're determined to peer through the darkness and come out with a perfect Pokemon, like I've done several times, then yeah, Pokemon breeding is for you. But that's pretty much all you need to know about how to IV breed and everything about breeding in general. So yeah. And that's all the information you'll need to fully understand how to breed your Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Hope you learned something new from this video. Let me know in the comments below if I missed any important details about breeding or if you have any questions about breeding. I will do my best to answer all of your questions in the comments below. Thank you so much for sticking till the end, it means a lot to me. If you like this video, consider subscribing, it helps me out a great deal and lets you know when my next upload will be. If you want to support me even more, you can follow me on various social medias via DeviantArt and Twitter. I'm not a very good artist, but I post art there from time to time. The links will be in the description below. Thanks, Scarlet. Yep, I love you too. Anyway, thank you for watching. See ya!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret.